Hey guys, Alex Hutchins here, and in this video I'm going to be talking you through my 10 custom patches that I created for the Boss GX-100. Now if you really want to hear these things in action, I've created a whole playlist here with 8 different styles, and I'm using all of these patches there, so please go and check that out. This is just a quick overview video just to give you an introduction into the sounds and what you can expect when you get the download below. So this first one is called Zach's House. I was listening to a bit of Zach Wild and Nunu Betancourt at the time, so I came up with this kind of octave riff. When you get these patches, remember to try C1 because that usually does something. In this instance, I think it adds a little bit of phaser. Also, the current number feature is really cool if you haven't checked it out. Wherever you save the patch, the number that the patch is on can also be a function. In this case, it's number 1, and it's going to add some chorus. Patch 2 is a lead tone that complements that kind of riff, so that's quite nice, smooth lead. This next patch is Slapback Blues. So as it says, you've got Slapback Echo when you press Control 1. So initially, I just played this kind of riff thing. Hit Control 1. This next sound is called E and A jazz tone, and the reason for that is when I'm doing gigs, I like to use the octave effect on my low E and A string to get this kind of effect. So you hear that really nice low end. If I turn it off, it sounds quite small in comparison. With it on, really cool effect for and if you simply take it off, you've got a basic kind of jazz tone that you can work with. Which works quite well. This next example is pretty similar, but it employs the use of a kind of a rotary or organ type tone, and I'm using the Control 1 as a fast and slow release, so check this out. And again with the bass on the E and A. And just for any of you out there, if you're interested, what that is this polyoctave here. And you can see my range control is about 40. So that means that the low end just affects up to about here. Once you're around this area, it starts to kind of back off a little bit. So you at least know that the octave is only going to kind of work predominantly on those 2 strings. So this is a nice light lead tone, and the current number does something and the Control 1. So let's check it out. Add some nice delay. the current number adds some chorus and phaser. So this is a really cool, typical kind of rock lead sound, and there's something unique about it though. I'm using the Terra Echo effect. Now this was the 100th Boss pedal, I believe, and I remember hanging out with the engineer who created the sound. It's crazy. It's something between delay, reverb, and something the aliens might come up with. So check this out. So. Obviously you've got the wah wah too. It's a nice fat wah. Okay, this is a nice stereo delay, lots of panning stuff going on. So if you're listening on headphones, you'll get the best effect, or stereo monitor speakers. When you hit C1, you get more of a kind of a crunch tone. Here's another lead variation, Chewie Leader. This is really cool. If you start palm muting, you get that kind of Chewie stratty style tone, especially if you use a strat, obviously. And similarly, you can turn off the delay with the current number. And finally, we have one called Choppy Rhythm. I thought it would be good just to have a nice clean rhythm sound. Current number adds some delay to that. C1 is a cool T-wah effect. Then obviously the wah as well. Something like that. Incidentally, I should point out that these are using the amp modeling and they're going directly into my sound card. If you're going to use them with your guitar amp, simply I would suggest turn the amp model off and just use the effects as they are. Don't forget to check out the playlist with all the musical examples, and I'll see you on the next one.